It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Vocation Brewing Company, and this is a can of their special edition Aoraki Double IPA, coming in at 8% ABV, available in Tesco. Tesco as of either Monday the 5th or Monday the 6th. Could have got my dates wrong. They released a new range of craft beers in, I'd say, the larger Tesco's. Don't go to your local little Tesco Express and expect to see these beers. Go to your larger Tesco Extra if you got one. Or better still, order it online from Tesco. That's more of a guarantee, isn't it? And then tick that box, no substitutes. Aoraki Double IPA then, 8% ABV. This in a 440 milliliter can. This cost me £3.50. Oh my goodness me, look at this. Look at that. £3.50 a can, double IPA. This is more like it. You know, I'm a few beers in now to this Tesco Craft Beer launch of June 2022. And I've got to be honest, it's much more like it. If you like your IPA, if you like your double IPA, if you like your New England IPA, your New England double IPA, your double IPA, double dry hopped IPA, Tesco's June 2022 release has been quite good. I'm 3 beers deep. I got one to go. Some of you know by now that I do my beers in like a sitting, in a session. I do it for a reason. I do it because then I can say the Brewdog beer's pretty good. It's very similar to the Beavertown beer, and the Vocation Double IPA is going to be kind of pretty decent and very similar to the North Brewing Company Ultra Phase. I do it in a sitting so that I can, you know, my memory, the grey matter up here, is able to gauge one beer against the other. And I can give you a better example or a better idea of which one to purchase over the other. Because in this day and age, I know £3.50 might not sound too much for some of you people out there, but for the people who are struggling to pay £2 a litre for their petrol at the moment, then yeah, this is going to matter to them. This is definitely going to matter. So here we go then. Motueka, Rakai and Waitaki New Zealand hops. There we go. Have a go at pronouncing that. Hazy, straw-coloured beer. One finger, slightly weird, pillowy white head. In terms of carbonation, it's quite still. There's not, I mean, let me get this beer right up for you. There's little bits of carbonation floating around, but for a double IPA, I don't suppose you want too much going on anyway. The most impressive thing about the look of this beer, this straw-coloured, hazy, would-be amber-coloured beer, is the fact that there's little tiny bits of yeast sediment in the bottom of this glass, which is very impressive for a mainstream supermarket beer. Brilliant, I think, you know, brilliant. When I started reviewing beer in 2010, I got this book, The Real Ale Pub Guide, hence the name of the channel. And the beginning of the book, the introduction of the book said, if you look hard enough, you can find a bottle-conditioned beer, but they're becoming very rare these days. So fast forward 12 years, craft beer revolution that's happened and gone on. The fact that now you can go into Tesco, a big Tesco, anywhere in the UK, and pick up a can-conditioned craft beer is, for that book in 2010, is beyond belief. It's beyond belief. Anyway, let's get the aroma. Oh, it's interesting, this one. The word would be dank. It's got a dank aroma. You've really got to get your snozzles in to really pick up the aroma of this beer. So what that suggests, especially for a double IPA, is that all of the flavour is going to be locked into the actual liquid, and it's not giving too much away in the aroma. The aromas, it's not the best, to be honest. I've never pulled any punches. It's not the best aroma. It's really forcing you to get that kind of little bit of mango in there, that little bit of tangerine flavour, that little bit of orange, that little bit of peach, that little bit of mango. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Double IPA. It's definitely a New England double IPA. It's definitely not a West Coast double IPA. Ooh, it's a bit... I'm gonna double make sure before I comment. It's a bit lactosey. It's not flat in the carbonation. The carbonation is okay for a double IPA. I was just thinking that then. Is it flat? No, it's not flat in carbonation. There's a little sprig of carbonation that pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. But it's a bit like flat in the taste. It's a bit, I was expecting an awful lot more. Now, Vocation, for me, normally, they're smashing it out the pack. They're normally kind of like absolutely killing it in terms of supermarket craft beer. For me, they were the market leaders. Their Blueberry Waffle Breakfast Stout version 1 that was available in Tesco, for me, was a game changer in craft beer for the whole of the UK in terms of where this whole craft beer supermarket beer thing started. It probably started with Vocation's Blueberry Waffle. It was terrific. It was fantastic. It was £3. It was unbelievable. People were like, I was beside myself. I was like, this is just amazing beer. Fast forward 6 or 7 years and I'm drinking this and I'm thinking, it could be a touch better, you know. It could be a little bit better. It's hoppy, but it's not distinguishing, can't get my words out now. It's not like pinpoint, I'm going to change my word, it's not like pinpoint grapefruit, pinpoint mango, pinpoint orange peel. You're not pinpointing these flavours. It's like all of those tropical flavours have been smashed in and pushed into a general flavour. And for me, it's a bit boring. It's a bit not there, because I've just mentioned the fact that I've had a Brewdog, Almost Famous. I've had a Beavertown, Space Hulk. I've had the Eternal Sunshine from Northern Monk and Fieldworks. And they've all had distinguishing grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange, pineapple. They've all had distinguishing flavours, but this is a bit of a muddle. This is a bit of a muddle of all of those flavours crammed in together with a bit of lactose, maybe. I might be wrong. It's a bit boring. And of course, the Brewdog was 6.8, the Beavertown was 6%, the Fieldworks was 5.5% ABV. So I thought, naturally, leave the 8% double IPA till last, or last but one, because we got an ultra phase to get through from North Brewing Company. But you're thinking to yourself, leave the stronger beers to last, because they're going to be a bit more potent. They're going to have a bit more miles per hour about them. But it doesn't. It really doesn't. It's a bit... Ugh. I'm going to stick by that. There's no real sweetness. There's no real bitterness. There's that kind of... Again, I'm guessing. It's got that kind of lactosey, slippery, slick, engine oil fruitiness about it. There's just one flavour, a generic flavour of all the flavours a beer wants to be. Oh. I didn't enjoy that one. But please, give Vocation a chance. This might be a batch issue. This might be just a batch. Love and Hate, brilliant beer. Life and Death, brilliant beer. Vocation is still a fantastic brewery. My message to you here is that breweries cannot get it right all of the time. And the amount of beer that they would have had to have brewed to get this beer into every Tesco in the whole of the UK is a challenge in its own right. It really is a challenge. You have a look at their setup online. They look like a microbrewery, but they're supplying Tesco. It must be a tough thing to do, and they can't get it right all of the time. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this was just a batch issue, or it's not what we're all kind of looking in the future from Vocation. Hopefully the beer is going to be great from Vocation in the future, but this, it's not for me. It's not for me. What do they say? Reach dizzying heights at the peak of Aoraki with this fruity mix of fresh and juicy New Zealand hops. 3 hop varieties added at various stages throughout the brew make this a double IPA to be reckoned with. Well, maybe it's a batch issue then, because I'm certainly not getting what they're telling me on the back of the can. Full to the brim with flavours of tropical and stone fruits and a soft bitterness on the finish, crack open this can and celebrate success at the peak of your day. Well, I'm a morning person, so the peak of my day is, 10:44 a.m. I'm going to rate this. This one's not for me. This one's not for me. It's probably lacking a little bit in carbonation. Do they even suggest the ingredients? If they do, it's tiny. You don't have to. UK law says that you don't have to put the ingredients on the side of a can of beer. So there's no ingredients on the side of this beer, which is... Let me make sure. Oh, no, there is. Hang on. Malted barley, wheat, oats. Malted barley, wheat and oats. So there's no lactose. There is no lactose in the beer, but it feels lactosey. It feels too slick. It feels too slippery. Comment in the comments box. Have you had a different batch of this beer? Was your batch better than this? Or is it the same? Are you tasting the same beer that... Yeah, rating 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Not for me, this one. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.